All right, I came across my rare 1980s. It's a dragon lock, and it's a butterfly knife, but it has a 8 holes, as you can see here, instead of like the 6 holes. This is a really rare butterfly knife that was only produced, I don't know, a handful of these back in early 80s, I guess. Um, I'm thinking, from what I read on the web, and there's not a whole lot of information on these, but I'm thinking probably about 50 or 60 of them were brought in the United States. See if I go. It's kind of scratched up, but it's still in pretty decent shape. See if I could get the dragon. It's a little hard to see. There you go. And then there's the Dragon Lock 11475H stainless Japan. So it's stainless steel, has a brass latch here, and you can see it's pretty well discolored, but it is what it is. I mean, it is decent quality. I know the person, I can't pronounce his name, but it's T-A-K Tak Fukuda, F-U-K-U-T-A, and then it's in Saki, Japan. So Tak Fukuda, but he did pass away, from what I hear, and these knives are pretty well sought after, if you could find them, especially if you could find the 8-hole one, the 8-hole version. Like I said, this is they used to make them in the 6-hole, and this is the 8-hole. So this is the fairly larger one, I guess. I guess I don't know a whole lot about them. The only thing I learned was on the web. So, and people like them. I mean, if you're a collector of these things, they're pretty sought after. So the way the blade is held in place, I don't know if you could see it. There has 2 pins right there, one on each side, right? So it goes through the other side. This one you could barely see it, but what it is, when they pinned it, then they, I guess, sanded it down or grind it down, and you sort of can't notice them, but now you do after so many years, I guess. But it's still in good shape. Like I said, it's not falling apart. A little loose. I mean, of course it's a little loose. But, I mean, it's still pretty sturdy. Has the brass inserts there. You can see there where the blade goes against. There's another pin right there. And, of course, the stop of the handles where the pin sits right there. So I think these are going for anywhere from $75 to $200, depending on the condition, and if you have a box for it. I don't have the box, so I lost the box years ago. But if you're a collector, I guess this is a pretty neat find if you just found one somewhere. But I had this in my box for many years, and all of a sudden I just found it. So I wanted to make a video of it because there's not too many videos on it. I want to check on the internet if I could find when the person died. I guess when he manufactured these. I know it was in the 70s and 80s. I'm not sure if it was in the 90s. But I did have a knife called Valor, boot knife, that was also manufactured, I believe, by him. And that goes for like $100, $150, depending on where you get it. I do miss that. I don't remember whatever happened to that. I probably lost it during the moves. All right. There you go. So if you find one, grab a hold of it. I guess people that are passing away, these come across, maybe some in thrift shops, or not thrift shops because they won't allow it, but like antique shops, probably farmers markets. You might find these once in a blue moon. But like I said, there was only 50 or 60 of these that were brought in the United States. That's it. So they're really rare. All right, there you go.